Yeah, just want to see how this ends. You again? Come on, man. Oh, 4 of you at once? I don't think I could handle that. Give up? Dude, be fair. I already beat you like twice now. X is also so ugly. I hate this new design, man. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, my mind just suddenly defend the game by saying, well, maybe it's a copy, right? CL copy X somewhere, so this is not X body. That's why the designs are different. Maybe that's also how and why Zero looks like that as well, which I believe is a bad design. Master X, but no. As you wish, my master. We meet at last, Zero. I've been looking forward to this moment. You must be the pirate copy of X. No, a perfect copy of the original X. The new hero who saved the human race from this wasted world. Didn't you notice? The humans have found happiness more than ever before. Well, if you put it that way, right? Is it truly X was built to make the humanity happier or just to defend them? I forget X1. The utopia that humans have searched for is here in Neo Arcadia. This is something that you and the original X could never create. You just say that you are the copy of original X, you beep beep bop bop boop. Only I could do this. This is a piece that can only be achieved by killing uncountable numbers of innocent Reploids. Dude, what is innocent Reploids? We consider them as living beings now, Zero? Don't you forget how many times File and Sigma could come back? This is not what anyone wanted. This place is just a joke. Ha ha ha. You are so funny. It's been fun. Now, let's get down to business. Uglier than ever. Yeah, I hate this kind of stage. Oh, what are you using? Like Falcon? Is that supposedly Falcon? Oh, you are fire now. I believe so. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, what the heck? Stay away from my face, you fuck! Dude, you never had that kind of special weapon, right? No? What the fuck is green? Oh, wow. Powerful, huh? What the heck? That was like a very nice evasion, dude. Gotta admit it. Ah, fuck. Of course, right? Of course it's gonna be flying. Why do we need a stage that high? Dude, that is crazy. I'm releasing my hold and the game doesn't even care about it. That I still able to continue it. This kind of screen sucks because I'm shooting at X, right? And it doesn't consider that I'm hitting him because of that. That is bullshit. He's not Axel, right? Somehow he got unlimited amount of flying. When did we got those kind of power? Oh, this is super annoying. This is super annoying. I cannot live with that. I cannot live with this. Heck no. Heck no. This is what I hate about good playing. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save inside the menu so I don't need to pass this anymore. I cannot press any start over there, man. It's not like an event that you could skip. What is this supposed to be? Yeah, whatever. Fire is weak against lightning? My logic denies it, man. Where's your rising dragon, you fuck? Boo, boo, boo! Wow! So if I'm jumping, it's not going to jump. But if I'm not jumping, he will. Oh, that is super weird. So even Axe only got 2 layers of health. But some bosses has 3 layers instead? Why? Yeah, okay, fire is still weak against this. Let me slice you into 2, you fuck! What the heck? Oh yeah, of course. Final bosses usually has like 2 or maybe 3 phases, right? 2 weak? Shut up, Zero. Well, it's not really that strong. Wait a second. So the fire was basically Luminified all over again, right? We need to guess what's the weakness, or maybe not. Whatever. Was the original axe this weak? Yeah. Right? He needs some special armor and special weapon to be good. Dude, what kind of armor was that? I think it's supposed to be Vulcan, right? Or maybe Ultimate? Bah. Ugly. Because it only looks as if it put above his blue one. Maybe it's always like that? I may have lost my memory, but my body seems to remember that the original axe was mightier than you. Silence! Now you will feel my true power. Ha ha ha! Oh ha! Only ha! Fuck this, man. I already hate the game, so I'm just going to enter the menu and saving again. What is that? Oh, you become a cheap stuff. Freaking cheap stuff. So we're going to die immediately if we fail, right? Not the cheap stuff. Exactly. Fuck the simulator as well. The scaling keep changing. So that's how it goes. How it goes. So that only holds surely for... Dude, if you want to play this game solely using Saber, how? Huh? Oh, to the head. Only to the head. So why Buster cannot have that? Oh, Buster can have that? Well, that's truly not his weakness, probably. Dude, I feel the game is super cheat. It's super cheating. I feel like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel like even the platform that moving on the left and on the right, it's not always coming down on the same speed. Sometimes it's just going back up again immediately to ensure you to get hit. I know, first... Ah, so it is ice. X, look! I'm playing as you! Oh, it's not for full health. Dude, slow down. I don't mean that the enemy need to slow down. I mean the game has to slow down when that happens. Fuck this. Dude, fuck that. Control is so bad. Holy shit. Fuck. That was mine. That was my bad. Slow down. Dude, what the heck? My charge is suddenly gone? I release it somehow? Fuck that. That was such bullshit. That is super bullshit. I play using these button mapping, defeating all of Mega Man X game, and now I can't even jump when I'm hugging down there. Dude, okay, that's I take it. I got attack, right? I got attack. My action got cancelled. Dude, what the heck? My charge got annulled. God damn it. Ah, jeez. Ah, fuck this, man. Yeah, my concentration goes towards Y when I was doing wall hogging and then jumping a bit. My charge is released sometimes, you know, and that's break my concentration. Dude, what the heck? Stop releasing it before I want to release it! Jeez. Feels so cheap. God dang it, it got released again before I want to release it. This is bullshit, man. Bullshit. 50% of all the time, I'm fighting the control rather than the boss itself. Ah, fuck this game. Ah, jeez. There's no way for me to know when it's going to happen, right? I'm just busy about myself all the time. Dude, ah, jeez. Fuck. So you cannot enter the menu mid-air. I mean, it's using fire. Oh, wait a second, it's using fire, so why is it weak against... Why is it weak against... ice? It feels like it weaks against ice. Ice is the most damaging so far? Bullshit. Dude, it really doesn't feel good when your jumping is annulled when you're hugging the wall. And we already did this before, man. There's no creativity at all here. This is the fight of Sigma X1, where we need to target the small hat. 5, 4. Right? That was my bad. It's just the same stuff again, right? But instead, this time, let's be more unforgiving. Let's do the gate fight as well with the instant death stuff, because that's awesome. Everybody loves gates fight, right? Adding Pit into a boss fight, surely great. Everyone's gonna love that and call it a masterpiece. I don't even aware about my own life. Fuck. Yeah, even his height, right? Even his height is random? Or maybe not random. He just always stay high to avoid me. Fuck, man. Fuck that, man. Fuck these. Jeez. Dude. Now he just kept flying super high. Just because I don't want to eat his flame damage, fire damage. It's a gotta hit from. It doesn't feel good. Because X game usually feels so good about its evading and then countering, you know? It doesn't really feel that good here, especially because we don't have any air dash, we don't have any double jump, and even if we do, if the execution is sucks, it's still going to be sucks. Yeah, even on this fight, there's a one-on-one fight, but there's too many happening according to the system apparently, right? Is it really important to make Zero move its hair? If that is the case, you know? This is an action game. You should provide like a very, very snappy response for us before anything regarding the looks and story and what of, you know? Bullshit. It's just going to be super annoying. It's just gonna take like more times if I don't do any save stating between the first phase and the second phase. And I just don't want to push myself through it because I already hating the game. I'm hating it because I need to fight to do some basic stuff, you know? Sometimes you got hit by the laser when you're hugging the wall and you're not falling. Most of the time you will fail. I just don't get that. Okay, now I feel a little bit bad. I thought he would have another phase after that. Because usually, right, with Sigma, we always got such gigantic enemy right at the end. Since you disappeared, I've been fighting this war alone against an uncountable number of Mavericks for nearly 100 years. Well, make a game about that, fuck ass. Battle after battle, so painful and so sad. Dude, after what happened with X8, come on. And Mega Man 11? Come on, revive X, man. Don't do this shitty thing with Zero. Zero should be cool. He's not here. What could have been cancelled of his own saber combo, you know? I know I'm not putting all of those words correctly according to the grammar, but I'm pissed right now. I can't think. But the hardest part was when I discovered that I no longer cared about fighting enemies. Oh, so you feel me, X, right? But you don't have any save state, so that sucks for you. You using a rope? What the fuck is wrong with you, X? What that 100 years did to you? I'm sorry, Zero. No, you're sorry to me, you fuck. Like this desert, is it really important to have so many layers on the background? Rather than having your main character to move snappy, you know? I think that's what I'm going to put some penalty on graphic. I don't hate how the game looks, but it seems like it burdened how the game perform. Especially for the Zero. Okay, I feel bad now. I should keep trying from the phase 1 to phase 2, but yeah, so the fight is not really that bad. The game is bad, you know? How to put it? Yeah, how to put it? I don't know. With my limited English, I hope you understand it. Okay, so boss pattern and boss fight is not truly that bad. Some, or maybe a lot of them, are kind of enjoyable, right? Harpuya. And then Shadow, right? X-Fight? Nah. Quite basic, right? The first phase is quite basic. All you need to do is just hug in the wall. Second phase, same. Hugging the stuff. And trying to shoot its tiny head, just like what we already did with Sigma before. Nothing new there. And it only got 3 patterns, right? The seal, the laser beam with flame and those tiny laser beam. Yeah, Harpuya is fun. Shadow is fun. Not Leviathan. Is it Leviathan? Is it Leviathan or Poseidon? Yeah, the chick. It's also fun, right? But the Ice General is not really that fun. It's too basic as well, right? Oh, that's weird, yeah. That's weird. I thought the first boss we met with the guy with a sword for a hand, Falcon something? Aztec Falcon? I thought he also a bodyguard for a guardian, and it's not showing up on the boss fest. Rest for a while, I will handle it. You can count on me. Yeah, but the suckiest thing is the slowdown. The slowdown, I think it's the slowdown, or is it the GBA system that sometimes, I keep saying sometimes, most of the time just annulled your input. Whether it's jumping, while you wall hugging the wall, or simply just depleting your combo. That's why I just keep using the Buster. But even the Buster sometimes got released. Somehow the game take my input as releasing my charge. Sometimes I release my charge and it's not happening. I'm still charging on the game. That's crazy. When an enemy appears, I'll terminate it. So you're the Terminator? So is this what makes Zero's story darker? Just because we could split enemy into two? I don't know, man. I'm growing out with Dragon Ball Z, so I don't think it's gory enough to call that darker. Because X story is always so dark. Okay, I feel a little bit bad, but maybe not so much as well, because I'm really hating the game. For action game, playing action game on stuttery condition is not fun, right? And that's what I felt here. It's not truly a stutter, but it's a slowdown, and it's constantly happening. After a few times, even on the elevator there, with tons of enemies, system just cannot handle it. The GBA just cannot handle it. So why are you doing that, you know? You're not testing the game? Is that the case? Is this like X6 all over again? Make in such a short time that you don't have a time to test it? What's happening, you know? Jeez. Yeah, I got so disappointed because, again, man, I can't help it. I got some hope when jumping into this title because it's Zero. In my head, Zero is always the cool one, always the swift one, right? Always the strongest one because of the combos and because what happened to me on X4 with Zero. It was such fun experience on X4 with Zero. I'm pissed over there as well. Of course, I'm always pissed. How could I not piss when my life is so sucks? But yeah. So this is credit. So let's just do the mute recommendation as usual. I'm going to try to what do you call it, man? Rating the game through 5 categories, which I deem is objective. But of course, it's going to be subjective because I'm still going to use my experience inside the game to judge it. But at least you know where the points coming from. And those 5 categories will be graphic, gameplay, replay value, story and sound, which I believe represent what the game is. So actually, again, yeah, I don't know if this credit run that way, that stuttery, or it's a slowdown happening right now. But graphic, I don't hate how the game looks, okay? I might not agree about how Zero looks like now, but I could take it, right? It's a new franchise taking the same name, Zero, and it has a new design. Alright. And stages are looking pretty good, right? Because they got many layers. I think 2 layers on the front, and we played on the back of the first layer, and then we got another 2 layers on the background. That makes it feel very deep or something like that, right? Pretty, right? Giving us an animation where we slide the enemy into half. Also sweet, but it's not buggy. Dude, your game is buggy, not me. So I'm Buggy the Clown? And I hate the clown. To play the hard mode, save game, clear data, then hold L down when you choose new game. Because we ran out of memory, we cannot have a hard mode option down there. I hope you remember this. You need to hold the L button. L for lose. Goodbye, loser. Yeah, that's the final message. So I don't know why you want to play such a toxic game, but there you go. Where were I? Graphic? Yeah, so graphic is not. Yeah, so fuck. Yes. Yeah, of course we're coming back from here. What am I doing? So new game plus. Oh, I got all the sub tank. I keep all of my crystals. So probably also maybe. Wait a second. Nope, I cannot charge it. So weapon level is resetted. Or maybe we not allow it yet. We need to clear this one first, maybe. We keep the alpha as well. All right, it's a true new game plus. That's good to know. But yeah, game is awesome on the graphic, right? As you can see there, it's pretty good. It's looking pretty crisp. But the problem is, from playing this game and also Pokemon game, I got more and more criteria of its categories, you know, because of that. Like story needs to have a good payoff in the end, you know, something like that. And anything about tax is included as story. So if game is not explaining you what to do where they should do that, that's the story responsibility. When it's a remake game and you wish, because it's a remake, you wish for an voice acting and there is no voice acting there, that's a sound responsibility. So now, because of this game, I got another criteria that rules the graphic category. The games not only need to look good, that in the means that I don't get confused. Where is my character? Where is the stage? Could I see my characters? You know, and by that concept, could I see my own character? I think, yeah, I already asked this before to AI. What is the term? Screen crunching. Yeah, so screen crunching fell into that categories. I don't like it. It's cheap, right? It's cheap. The camera should move like 3 more times to the back, you know, so we can see where the spikes are or where the enemy are, not just sending their beam to, oh, there's an enemy in front of us. That's not good, right? And for this game, I'm going to give the graphic half a star, not because I hate how the game looks. It's more like screen crunching happening all the time, right? Because this is truly the design of the screen. You might argue that it's a GBA screen, that's why it's like that. I don't feel that way with Metroid though, you know? I felt that with Harmony of Dissonance, Castlevania. I kind of remember that. I complained about that, right? That enemy, that fighting bosses sucks because of that. I won a boss fight in one full screen, not on the moving screen. And it happens so many times on this game. I hate that because I can't see where the enemy when that happened. So I cannot prepare myself for that, you know? And for this game, again, I'm not punishing it just because of that. It's because the design is kind of lazy in a way that we're revisiting one stage again and again, not by our own means, not by our own will, trying to find some secret and everything like that. It's purely for mission, and you can revisit a place even more than 2 times, right? I believe the desert is 4 times, although it's not like really on the desert place one, but it's still through the desert. So it's still the desert area, right? The first one is the Anubis and then the escape mission, right? And then we found that rat guy, the Guardian, and then we somehow looking for the hidden base, and then we re-enter again the hidden base, right? So it's kind of boring, right? To keep seeing the same stuff again, and since the stages are pretty short, it's tiring, So for that, I'm penalized the graphic to have a start. And for the gameplay, I don't want to give it like 0 star because it's not totally unplayable, But there's so many flow that I don't like about the game. And I keep saying that again and again, so I think you already know, right? I hate how the slowdown happening from time to time. Every time too many things happening on the screen, or too many enemies on the screen, and by too many, sometimes it's only 2, sometimes it's 3, but the system already cannot handle it, so it sucks, right? Sucks. We want a snappy control for Zero, He's a melee guy, and by talking about melee, I don't think the melee is good on this game. It's so shitty. The design itself is so shitty. From the short range, like a smaller range of the saber, unlike on X series, to where we got spear, but we need to level it up first to really able to use it as spear, but it's on level, I mean, you cannot just use it as a spear. It's just not doing that like a spear. I mean, yeah, you poke short range first, and then it becomes medium, and then it becomes long. So why? Like, why? It's so disappointing that grinding for weapon level took a long time, took a lot of times, but all you got in return is just opening up some basic attack. Just like the shield boomerang, I thought we're gonna open up some move, Maybe at level 1 star, we only going to attack what in front of us. Level 2 is going to attack what behind us as well. And then level 3 will spin like 3 times maybe. No, it's just all about the distance. The first level is a short distance, second is medium, the third one is long. So the same thing, same stuff with the spear. But the spear has something else, which is the charging. And the charging attack is super bad. And I'm so disappointed that the saber moveset doesn't have any Dragon Rising or Helm Splitter with that. Okay, you can argue, right? That this is not even Zero's body, right? It has different design. So this might be like a different Raploid. He cannot do that moveset with this body. I call that bullshit. I call that an excuse, but alright, that sounds nice for a story. But they don't explain that, right? And what happened is the game is too grindy, even for the Cyber Elf. And even on the Cyber Elf itself, it's not only about how grindy that element is, it's more that how, I don't know, stupid is the right word for it. It's just weird that you make an element, a mechanic inside a game, but you don't want player to use it. by punishing them into a very long grinding just for activating one cyber elf, and after you use it, after this long grind for hours and you use it, you get penalized on your rank. Okay, rank doesn't mean anything, that's fine, right? Well, just why, you know? Instead of truly ranking you from how many enemies you defeat, how many times you got hit, how fast you end the stage. No, you're also going to get punished by keep retrying. You should stop on one death on our game. That's what I get, you know, by punishing you there. So there's so many things I just don't like about it. I don't know if there is more. Yeah, it's just so silly that you need 4,000 crystal for one cyber elf sometimes. And even for the sub tanks, right? Like 2,000 or 1,200, something like that. And enemy only drop 4 crystal. That's the small one. The huge one is only 20. So even to gain 1,000, you need what? 50 times of that big one getting dropped? An enemy is not always going to drop it? And I'm kind of grateful of my own nature that I grind on this game early before. Because apparently doing it towards the spider here on this very stage is a good call. So, oh yeah, right. HQ is also a good touch, you know, it's a nice touch. But I thought the HQ is gonna work like Suikoden, you know, where after we rescue some Reploids, it has more use. But no, it's not functional. So it's such a waste of potential. Why would you want to have that, you know? And the core design of making HQ connected to stages are also kind of cute, but also kind of useless because we got CL for every mission, and we got teleported over there immediately, and we got also teleported, right? So yeah, I really do want to penalize one full star because there's a lot of core mechanic I just don't like about the game, right? I don't like how the weapon level works because we're not rewarded enough. Moveset coming out from the weapon level is just basic attack instead of special attack. And then I hate how they treat cyber elves to be so grindy, and we keep getting punished by using that. And then what else? Already forget. But mostly that, right? But that is like the core mechanic of the game. Oh, you're right, the slowdown, so your action is not snappy. And I think snappy movement and action is a core value of what action games should be, right? And with Zero, we kind of expect to have a pretty fast pace action. So I don't get it, you know? I also got some problem with the button mapping, but I think you could fix it, right? Like easily. And for so, I'm going to give gameplay half a star because the game itself is not like truly unplayable, but that means I still got another half a star, right? Because I want to give like a full star, but yeah, that again, I don't feel like the game is not totally unplayable, so I'm going to give another half a star penalty on the replay value. But the replay value itself, well, there is a replay value. It has a hard mode, so is it going to make the game like totally different? You could, I think, right? You could try and challenge yourself to play the game without any element. That would make things harder. Even harder, right? You could trying to finish the game without ever leveling up any weapon level, right? So replay value surely exists. But again, as I said before, I got this excess of half a star penalty from the gameplay. So replay value also have a star because of that. Story is success. We got prologue. Motivation is cleared. X-plot is awesome, right? And we got some payoff in the end. I just kind of hate how they not have like a full guts of making a true X as the villain, but it's just a taste, right? And in my mind, in my sense, from playing X1 to X8, is X has a lot of reason to get a mental breakdown. You know, there's too many things happening to him. There's too many things happening on the world regarding to his responsibilities. So why not? And every time he met and fight Sigma always asking him, right? Always trying to seduce him that all of how your mindset works, X, is wrong. Or something like that. So it would be awesome if we could see X somehow finally become Sigma, you know? Like really stapling the knight, slaying the monster, become monster itself kind of thing, you know? But unfortunately, they don't have the guts to do so. But then again, it's just a taste. So, but as I said before, I got more criteria for the story as well. Not only that now, because of Pokemon game. I think there's a lot of part of this game that could be explained, right? There's so many dialogues, useless dialogues that Reploid has inside the HQ that could be changed to be like, maybe not like a total clear tutorial, maybe a hint or something like that, you know? Explaining, well, yeah, weapon level is somewhat explained, but the cyber elves, I don't think so. Nobody explained that if I use that, I will get penalized, what the rank is for actually, you know? Nobody explained that inside the HQ. I don't know, maybe there is one. I didn't find one. That and also... Oh yeah, let's go back to the gameplay a bit. It's not going to change anything there though. For a game that forced us to grind like so much crystal, it's kind of weird that the game doesn't have any crystal bat, you know, somewhere to give you like hundreds of crystals. And if the game has crystal bats, redoing a stage just to hunt a hidden crystal bat could be fine. Could be fun, right? Yeah. All of the hunting here is only the cyber elves. Reminds me of Sonic Advance. You know? Hunting that tiny little stuff. Don't remember the name anymore. But yeah, story. I think I'm going to give the story half a star as well. Just because there's a lot of things in the game that could be explained, but they choose not to explain it. And I will let an action game go out of that if that action game doesn't have any HQ like this, you know? There's so many useless dialogues, like very unnecessary dialogue with the Reploids. HQ really not functional because of that. And it could be better, like way better, rather than having that old man talking about stuff, about his own adventure when he's young. He could be a source of some different tutorial than the guy that keep giving us new weapons, you know? So story will be also have a star. And music is not really hateable, right? I'm not really finding the music annoying. That's good, right? But and but usually means not good. I don't know what. Maybe again, right? Because we keep coming back, revisiting the same stage over and over again. Somehow I feel like the game only got like 3 or maybe 4 music, you know? I feel it's so repeated. It's so boring, especially the desert. Desert. Yeah, I feel like I hear the same music over and over again. Everywhere I go, you know, whether it's factory or it's desert. I don't know if it's truly different or not, but I feel like it's just the same stuff again. So, have a star. Again, man, I already said it in the beginning. I just really don't like the game. Mostly because of the core thing that should happening in the game is not happening. It's an action game, it should be snappy. You know, I don't remember how Spyro Advance works, but I also don't remember totally how Sonic Advance works, but I could say Sonic's did it better. Because I believe Sonic Advance has like multiple stages, like different every time. Instead here, it's small. The stages are small, yet it's not much, right? How many stages there are? Only 4 maybe, right? Desert, factory, the train, 3, and final stage, right? Factory, train, and final stage has the same vibe as well. So, right? So yeah, that's that. So for me, Mega Man Zero1 on GBA, I don't know about the collection. People say the collection is snappy. Well, I don't play the collection. Don't have access to it. So for the GBA Mega Man Zero1, I rate it graphic have a star, gameplay have a star, replayability have a star, story have a star, and sound have a star. That makes the game 2.5 star out of 5. And if you bring it to the scale of 10, that means it's 5 out of 10. And that means it's average, right? It's average. 6 is normal, 5 is average. Average in the means that, yeah, it's passable, but is it fun? Probably for some people, right? But not for me, you know, kind of thing. And if you found me like so cheating on this game, I don't care, you know, because my main goal in playing so many games is I want to see them, you know, I want to see them, I want to experience them, I want to know them, and from the beginning to the end. So, and I want to rate them, you know. So that's the thing. I'm not trying to be an expert on them. So yeah, maybe some game will not have an access to save setting, so I cannot do that. I think it happens sometimes, right? But then again, if the game run pretty well, I'd be willing to try it, man. I remember I spent hours on Cyber Peacock as Zero on X4 because it was fun. I was complaining all the time because I was just always complaining about having stuff. That's just how I operate, you know. But it was fun. It was fun that somehow, finally, I could master the Cyber Peacock missile to not even getting hurt at all. You know, that was fun. Is there any occurrence, any chance that could happen on this game? There's a lot. But slowdown is also a lot happening. Input lagging and input annulment also happening from time to time, which makes that tries unbearable for me. And I don't know about on the for future, but as of now, I don't have the patience for that. So sucks with me. But again, I come to the conclusion that this game is only worth 2.5 out of 5 or 5 out of 10 for me, and so it's average. I'm still gonna try Zero2 in hope it's going to be better, right? It's a long franchise, it got 4 titles. Of course I hope it will be better, but I also hope that the first will be quite memorable, you know, just like X1. Really makes you thirsty for another one, right? This one make you don't want to know what's going to happen next, because it could be worse, right? But of course, I hope positive things will happen instead of the negative one. Or maybe after this I will ask, and I think that's going to be too much of a hint if I ask Google the sales of its title, right? So let's just not do that. But yeah, that is that from me, and that is that from the game. Not gonna try the hard mode this time. So yeah, let's meet up again on 02 if you want. If you want. I'm so beaten. Again, right? Maybe the game is super harsh on me because I'm foolish. Just picking one mission after another in order, right? And in any kind of axe game, it's also going to make things harder if you face the enemy without its weakness. Probably that, but again, my main complaint is the game is not snappy, it's not moving as how action games should be. I think that's a similar complaint of me about Sonic on Sega Saturn? Genesis? Where Sonic felt like super heavy for a speedster, you know? And my brain just cannot handle that fact. Just same here, I just can't handle it. Because Zero is supposed to be snappy on my head, you know? And it's not snappy here because of the slowdown and a constant annulment of your jump when you're hugging the wall. So, and somehow the game decides to give you not even a buster, man. This is not a buster. This is a handgun. It's a handgun for Zero. This is his first weapon instead of the saber. So even on the first moment of this game, it indicates that the dev maybe make this title for Zero having a buster instead of a saber. I don't know. I might be very wrong about that. But again, yeah, let's meet up again on the next one or any other videos. Thank you if you're watching, although it's very heavily negative. But that's what's going to happen if I already felt too much of the game. But yeah, that's that. So see ya.